Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Where we last left off was we saved an old man from a vampire attack, got to know him slightly. He was looking for a son, I guess, somehow. And then we picked up a bunch of investigation-related items, and then we spoke with some folks. We are back to the bar from the very beginning of the game, which we finally get to here, and we're talking to some folks. We talked to the lady in the last episode, near the end, and then we talked to the drunk guy and got to know more about him. So let's talk to Tom.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Oh, now he mentions he's a doctor. Interesting that everything seems to be back to like everything seems new-ish still in a sense, but yeah. Let's talk to him about normal stuff.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
Interesting. So he's willing to negotiate with the gang around here.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Interesting. So if Sean gets removed or gets killed, he basically effectively everyone's a little bit more unstable.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know.
True.
Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I'm so confused why I'm the guy who has to do this job when you could just hire the vampire hunter guys to like do the bidding, I guess. But anyways.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do.
Oh.
I know I'm her boss and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat.
Oh.
I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Interesting. So it's because of her personality that he just can't really settle with her. That's really interesting. So it's not because of the fact that people are mocking them. It's just the fact that she's just very angry and frustrated with everything, really.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always.
True.
Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
I see. So she's just really, like, pissed off about everything.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Did he return into his flock?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin.
Oof.
It would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Jeez, that's kind of sad, though.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Yep, it sounds like we're gonna probably fight a bunch of vampires that he converted in the asylum. Maybe.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be fighting a vampire.
Few clients. What with
Are
the
they stupid
epidemic,
or
no
something?
one dares go outside.
I'm guessing we're gonna be fighting a bunch of vampire-infested lunatics in the asylum, if that's the case. But we'll see. Let's talk to this vampire hunter guy that we met in the last episode.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Have you heard of the Guard of Crewan?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
So this guy doesn't like the military style that they bring, while he's just kind of doing it more like the detective style.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter.
Yeah,
They're more of a sanitary militia.
that makes a lot of sense, though.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Uh-huh. Back to this, to life.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham?
Nope.
Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire.
Was he?
These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
I mean, I did grab his items, but it didn't seem like he was killed by a vampire, but I don't know.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Obviously.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
I have a fear this guy can't even defend himself, really.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What
Nervous.
kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
He's nervous because he never actually did kill one or encountered one himself. I think the garlic thing was stated in this game. It's not really effective. It's just a complete stupid thing of thinking. But the holy items are definitely useful, and daytime is definitely a thing.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Oh.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child,
Oh.
he was molested.
Damn.
By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Jeez, that's kind of sad. Let me see what his information is. So he was abandoned as a baby, but also was molested by a priest? That's kind of insane and sad. Oh, dude, that kind of sucks.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tom Watts.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Yeah, they all are gonna point me to Tom anyways, no matter what. Or at least to some degree of like, I don't know who, and then that's it.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Yeah, I don't think he fought a vampire before though. He still definitely have not. Alright, what do I need to do to post these? Also again? There's another person there. Again with these weird like oops. Okay, whatever. They keep marking the map sometimes with these random custom markers. Can I not see them every time, please? I don't want the custom markers to begin with. I get it, what they are for, but they're not. I'm not using it, and it keeps being activated on its own. It's confusing me. Okay, we already visited this spot. I don't know why I'm revisiting this. Let me talk to the lady from the last episode. What was his name? Cox? What's his first name? Clay? Yeah, Clay Cox's wife. Yeah, his wife is literally here earlier, so we tried to trade with her, but she didn't really have anything interesting for me. So let's talk to her with other
Good
stuff.
evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
What a great angle. Jeez.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
Sure.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Okay. I am interested, but yeah.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Fair.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
That is totally fair, considering that she's part of a gang who responds in violence, in a way.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Sure, I guess. That's really random, but okay.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Except one of them. I'm actually curious.
What can you tell me?
I'm a
Gang member?
If you're...
I'm curious about what this option provides, though. I'm just not too sure.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then,
Meh.
if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us.
Oh.
Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Well, again, we don't care. We don't care about that kind of thing. Personal questions. About the man you killed.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
Yeah.
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to how they're like, how she's like still kind of saying how everything is filled with violence in the streets, when in fact they're the ones inciting the violence and stuff. It's just really dumb.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Uh-huh. Okay. Not a big fan of this character at all whatsoever, because it's just very one note, where she's just like, I'm just angry, I'm just killing people, we're just a gang, and it's just like, this is so okay, I guess. It's not that much of an interesting thing going
I'm
on.
looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Okay, so yeah, they wouldn't... She wouldn't know
Goodbye,
much.
Miss Cox.
She wouldn't know much about it. Oh god, she teleported in front of me there.
Foolish girl and her pre-principles. Got no idea.
There's Booth. The guy who was talking to her earlier, I guess. Booth looks kind of weird, though.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
So you want me to eliminate your boys, just so you could remember that you should not be messing with people without thinking twice.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Kind of strange that there's no polices.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Okay.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
I don't really care as much, but okay.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
In a weird way, I feel like I did Edwina some justice by getting rid of her husband, because it sounds like Booth actually likes her a lot. Like there's some sort of like there's some sort of like feeling this guy has for her in a weird way. Like it feels like it because he seems like he calls her the queen of the docks. And kind of like just resorts to violence, but in the case that he cares more about her telling him to be violent or not, which is interesting and weird. It's just kind of why.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Intriguing.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
I mean, yes, it would, because that means that's another person who could have helped people.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Wow, he knew. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
He knew that you should look for Tom Watts. Everyone he just seems to just redirect you to Tom Watts, no matter what the consequences are, or no matter what the issue is. Also, the shops are kind of annoying, though. There's just not enough good resources coming off of them. Instead, I have to like literally fight tough enemies and stuff in order to get something out of them, I guess. Hello? Anyone? I'm so confused why this place exists. Oh, cover letter. Is this a business cover letter? Pause and read. Oh, Booth. To Frank. Oh, interesting. So Booth was asking for help by talking to Frank. I'm guessing Frank's the police officer, the sheriff of this town, right? I don't know who this guy is either, so. Nothing there. Let's check out this area here for a little bit, brief little seconds. I'm not sure if that's the place we would have went through, I guess. I think I might have went through that space and then could have went through here, I guess. That is some big chains. I'm wondering if these chains do exist in real life to that size. It makes me wonder, because I think those are the chains for to the boats, right? But I don't think they're that big, right? They're like a little bit smaller, but it's like very like lengthy in terms of how long those particular chains are. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Oh, there's really nothing over here. Okay. Thought there would be some enemies down there, but I'm guessing they would only spawn up if this place became more unstable, maybe. Let me talk to them again.
You again? What are you...
I got some other stuff.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know?
But wouldn't that make it troublesome, though? Because that means that you have a resume of being bad history.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
You have like a history of bad reputation, and yet you're gonna look for a job after having a bad reputation on your hand? Oh, rats, okay. I was confused for a quick second there. 520 XP, alright. We're not closing in on any amount, but... Who's this?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
This guy doesn't like anything. Oh, I found the... yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
What?
As a man of science, I'd like to try to understand why you killed those people.
Why does there need to be a reason? They were just there.
What?
It happened. That's all.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders.
Yeah.
Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
What? Okay, I guess. Part of town?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
That's it?
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Man, this guy just really hates everything.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Interesting. So this guy's probably one of the anarchist guys, right? Because the way of his behavior kind of says it all.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
Oof.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Mm-hmm. Pleasure in killing?
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it.
Oh.
Just gives me peace. Stills the anger.
Oh.
For a time.
So this guy has like an anger management issue right now.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
So this guy literally just has like an anger management issue for sure.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
I mean, don't worry, you're not gonna even hear from me at all because you're gonna get destroyed if you try.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
Huh.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Really? Jeez. Okay, I guess.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
Alright. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Lol. This guy really just doesn't care. He just wants to say, you kind of like me.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
Oof. Yeah, it's not a punishment.
Death is an appropriate punishment for your crimes, Seymour Fishburne. Cherish every day that you spend as a free man.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose, but she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Ooh. Oh, that's kind of sad to hear. So he's saying that his mom wouldn't mind seeing him dead. Wow.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Yeah, everyone seems to say the same thing. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Alright, cool. At least we got to know his character, who's kind of a bit brutal and very annoyingly dumb, I guess. Well, he did say he's dumb himself, so I don't know. Okay, let me see what's in here. The bridge. Wait, this is the thing we went through when we tried to get out of the whole situation from the beginning of the game. Oh, there's a box here. Common handle part. What thing we got here? Lead pipe or plate and lead rod. That does not look like a lead rod in any way, but sure. Actually, let me see what the map is. Okay, so we can go back to Southwark, but that's not where we need to be at, technically. Okay, I'm just curious about it. Also, we should probably mark the side missions. There's a lot to do. Retrieve the gin bottle. I want to go to this guy, though. No, I wanted to track it. Okay. Let me see the map again. Okay, so the tracker's telling me to go over there. Okay. Also, why is the custom map right there again? These custom markers keep showing up. I don't get it. I'm not even pressing any mouse click at all, and it's like giving me these random things. Maybe not them yet. I'll probably not do this one yet. I wanted to do... Let's do another one first. Come up with the gravediggers. See where this one is at. Where is this one at? Oh, it's back in Southwark. Oof. Okay. What is the posters thing looking like? In the western docks? Okay. Is there none of them being like... Oops, my bad. Is there none of them being like in the area that I'm in? Oh, this one's close to the main objective. Okay, okay. Shortage of essentials, so we gotta retrieve the bottle of gin. Why do I keep doing this? Tributes. This guy wants me to tribute the destruction, which is also in Southwark. Okay, so there's a few things in Southwark, as well as a few things in or a lot more things on Western Dock. But there's not a lot in the docks itself, so we're gonna have to deal with that eventually. All right, let's go and. I'm not gonna do Southwark yet because I fear that we're gonna be fighting a lot in that space. So we'll probably follow with the, this thing first when we get to the other side of the map, and then we'll make our way there. Again, these things keep showing up. Why are they showing up? I don't click on any of it. Oh, I know why it's doing it. I think I know why. Because when I'm in a different menu and I'm clicking on these things right here, like I'm left clicking here, for some reason the map is thinking I'm trying to click on the map itself. So I think the UI is sharing button presses across each other, but specifically the map itself is like... Yeah, I don't know why you would do that though. Why? Why would you make the map like this? Why does the map have to be so connected like that? That's so weird. Like every time I exit out of a conversation by pressing escape, like I'm in a conversation, press escape, you hear like a chum. It's because it's activating the pause menu at the same time as I'm trying to exit the conversation, which is not great, but it's whatever it is, I guess. There's no enemies nearby, so I'm fine here, I guess, for now. But it's just kind of like annoying that the menu is like being weird. The controls for the menu and everything is just not fixed or anything like that. It's just slightly like problematic. Okay, we can go through there if we wanted to, but I'm not doing that because that's further away from my objective in a sense. Now, I want to look for like some of the other people. This guy's a cold. I should probably make some medicine for that guy eventually. Who's this guy? Oh shoot, I'm out of time. Yeah, let's talk to more folks in the next episode. We got a lot of other things to deal with. Let me open this door.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed.
Same animation.
Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Sure. Just let me in.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
I love how you can manipulate her to let you in. I think that's something I wish there was more of, is like you can manipulate people to say stuff that actually is beneficial versus not beneficial at all. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end it here for now. I'm in the house, so I'm hoping that I will spawn in the house when I come back into the game again for the next session. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Be Minds. Hope you guys have a very amazing day. But good night to everyone for watching this. Let me grab the last set of loots around. Okay, I guess. Oh.
It's locked.
Cool. Alright, yeah. So next episode, we'll talk to the mom, and then we'll talk to the old man outside of the house. Apparently, he's just looting trash, I guess. And then after that, we'll probably continue working around looking for some people to talk to, like finish up the tree of people that are around this area, I guess. We're almost completed with the list. We got the mom of Seymour. I still need to craft up the code medicine. I'm pretty sure I can craft up the medicine for him. We still need to talk to Stella. We'll talk to the old man, I believe, who's outside near them, and I think that's this guy here. And then we'll look for the other question mark folks that are out there that we want to get to know, and kind of get to know the people in this town, so we can, this part of the town, the docks, so we can like for sure be able to get a full list of who we can interact with and such. Got 650 XP, so that's pretty decent, I guess, for how much XP I got. I think talking to a lot of these people and getting to know them a bit more gave me the XP I needed to level up my character a bit more, but I need 3K at least to get some better like upgrades for my stuff. So it's gonna probably be a while before I can get the better upgrades that I need. But otherwise, yeah, that's it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, or Nobody Minds, and otherwise we'll see what happens. Roz out.